You are listening to the Everything Goes podcast.
What's up, everybody? This is Gus with the Everything Goes podcast. Welcoming back Heidi. What's up, Heidi?
Hello.
Now, we're making this episode because you posted something on your Instagram.
Yes.
What was it?
If we should have an episode on the Everything Goes podcast regarding traveling with children. Yes or no?
And so I posted that story onto my feed and I wrote a poll. So not I wrote a poll, but so you know when you put a poem. And strikingly, there were more yeses than nos.
Why strikingly?
So because then it kind of tells me that my audience is mostly adult, like my age, mid-30s, 30s, or parents and stuff like that.
Yeah. 30s, 40s?
Yeah, so the older crowd, basically. So that's depressing.
No, be grateful, man.
Nah, I'm not depressed. I'm just saying that the majority of my audience is...
Said yes.
So it's like, yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, so obviously they're parents. So it was told by the poll they want to hear something about traveling with kids and traveling in general, specifically with kids. Mm-hmm. So that's where we're at.
Okay.
So this past week, the entire family, our family of four, you, I, my two kids,
Our two kids,
10 and 6, we went to Hawaii. Now, how hard is it to get to Hawaii, Heidi? Let's just start from there because I want to give a picture of what we went through and what some families are basically going to go through if they go to Hawaii. Just a brief rundown.
Getting to Hawaii is not hard at all. The process of getting to Hawaii right now, because of the pandemic, everything is a little bit more challenging. And you start off by getting COVID tested, registering with the state through the website.
And you have to get vaccine shot, right? You have to be vaccinated.
No, you don't have to be vaccinated, but they prefer if you are, because like that is,
you don't have to quarantine, huh?
Yes, the quarantine, and then it's just an easier check in and check out. Going into the state and getting out of it, but the hard part would be being in the airplane with children.
Oh, man. Well, let's go back to that part. Obviously,
it's 5 hours. It's not bad. It's like driving to...
Was it 5 hours?
Yeah.
Going there took longer than coming back.
No, it's 5 hours. It just took longer because we had that little baby crying behind us.
Oh, my God. Yeah, well, that's what we're going to talk about.
And then I think we didn't know what to expect. And then that's why on our way back, we knew what to expect.
Let's start from the beginning again. So we live in the valley, so we go on to the flyaway here in Van Nuys. So we took the LAX flyaway all the way down there because we didn't want to drive. So obviously, when you have two kids, the kids are kind of like, hey, they're kind of excited at the beginning. Mm-hmm. It is. Obviously, we are too. We're excited. So getting the bags ready, getting the paperwork ready, getting everything ready, making sure that we pay our bills before we leave, getting obviously the masks, making sure we have enough masks and all that shit because it's a bitch wearing masks. So that's the other thing. So we get there, we buy our tickets, we find parking or whatever, we get on the shuttle, we get to LAX, and obviously, if you know, getting to the airport is a little bit chaotic because everybody's like rushing here, rushing there, rushing here. What's the first thing my kid tells me, Heidi? Or what's the first thing our kids told you?
I don't remember.
Okay, so obviously, okay.
Is it the bathroom?
Well, cause that's one.
Hungry,
I'm bored. Oh my God, my feet hurt. Because you actually, look, you have to walk. When you get there, you check your bags, you get your boarding pass, you check your bags, and then you have to get screened, we were waiting in line.
Yeah.
To get into where they board your whatever. I think a lot of people, it's like the second check-in almost.
It's the check-in, security check-in.
Yeah, security check. And so there's a humongous line. First thing my kid is like, oh my God, Dad, we're going to have to be waiting a line. Luckily, I mean, the line was moving pretty fast because they were long. They were long, but they were just going pretty fast. And thank God I didn't have to hear my 6-year-old be like, Dad, I don't want to do this. Why can't we just, because he is 6 years old, so I get it. So we get through there, and I'm pretty sure. Imagine like kids with families. We have big families.
There's family with newborns, like
exactly,
like in their strollers, car seats. I was like, Jesus Christ!
And it's chaotic because you're not the only one impatient. The kids are impatient. They make you feel impatient, and then you have the other people
watching you,
and they're kind of annoyed, and
you get flustered.
And some people are late for whatever they're flying. They're like screaming, "Oh, I need to get through!" So it's chaotic. That's what I meant when being chaotic is.
Mm-hmm.
So we get there, we run whatever, we get through the check-in or whatever, the security check, and we go to where our gate is at or whatever it's called. That's what it's called, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we walk, and I'm like, "Oh, my kids are hungry, la la. Okay, well maybe we'll get something there to eat."
Mm-hmm.
In other parts of LAX, I know I've seen a McDonald's. Just where we were at, we didn't have a McDonald's.
No.
We had maybe a
Coffee Bean, and then like other little stores like snacks and drinks, and then like a little Americanized, I would say, Mexican food.
Yeah.
Italian subs. Well, we opted for the Mexican food
because our oldest, he likes burritos and all that stuff.
And I like personally Mexican food too, and we went for the nachos. I love nachos, and it was the ugliest food ever.
So we threw our nachos away because they sucked.
And my son didn't even like the burrito as well.
Yeah, so we didn't like any of the food, so we threw it away, and then
it's like $60 down the drain.
We're gonna get to that part. So we get there, we jump into the plane, and then we're in the plane. We're sitting down, and obviously our kids are like, "Oh, we want to sit next to the window," but we chose like the middle row,
center, yeah,
like the center row, so we all could be together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not bad because we're all together, but at the same time, I could see why my kids want to be next to the window. They want to see the outside. They want to see the plane take off and la la la. Okay, I get it. And then we have a 6-year-old that's like, obviously, I just can't imagine being a 6-year-old waiting, and just because they're very impatient.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about being in kindergarten right now, dealing with those kids. So I have a kindergartner, and then, oh my God, let me just tell you this. On my side, I don't want to be like this old guy right here fucking ranting. But I had like this family of, God, I don't know how many kids, teens, and like a grandpa, like that know-it-all grandpa that was annoying me already. He was getting up, moving bags, and like my bags was up there. He was moving my bag, and I almost told that dude, "Hey, don't be touching my crap, man."
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, because obviously you're already a little frustrated because your kids are like, "Oh, Dad, I'm bored, la la." And then I have this grandpa over here moving back and forth, making sure everything is okay. He's like the know-it-all grandpa. Every family has like that one person. If it's not grandpa, it's grandma, or like the wife that takes charge of the ride or whatever of the group. So that's what he was. He was making sure that everybody was fucking okay, going back and forth, hitting my elbow every time he'd walk by and never say anything. I should have given him an elbow. So I'm just giving you guys a picture of what we're going through. So the plane closes, we fly off, and we're getting there. Obviously, we took like a midday flight or something like the 4:00 flight or some shit like that, right?
No, it's a 6:00, but we needed to be there 2 to 3 hours before.
Yeah, because it's a mess.
Yeah.
Now, so we get there, we're flying on the plane. We have kids in the back, right? Like,
oh yes, it's like a little 2-year-old.
Yeah, that's a family. With
like a
little kids
6-year-old and like maybe like Isaac, a 10-year-old, and then a mom and a dad.
Yeah. So this is what I smell. Everybody smelled this shit. This is the problem when you're in an airplane. I've never actually gone through this because I don't fly very often. But the few times I have, I've never somebody was taking a shit in the back or something. Mm-hmm. It smelled like fart and ass and all that. And we were like, what the hell? We were blaming our kid, right?
Yeah, Lucas, because he's he like in our family, he's our fart knocker besides me.
No, but that wasn't him. Everybody knows their kids' farts.
Yes.
So we knew right away. So I questioned my oldest one, "Are you farting, dude?" He's like, "No, Dad, that's not me." And then I figured because I was too strong. I was like an adult fart. Mm-hmm. And so obviously the kid in the back was taking a dump in his diaper or something like that. And so they waited too long. I was like, "Fool, you're killing everybody. Take them to the." See, that's the thing. What do you tell somebody? What do you tell somebody?
Sometimes you just can't. You just have to stay quiet.
And it sucks because everybody's smelling it. So I saw the mom get up 10 minutes later and then take them to the restroom with the diaper. I saw them getting the diaper bag and all that. That's the other thing. Imagine the kid like, what, a year old or less? Like a really months old, and you have to deal with that. And I'm like, God damn. But you know what? She took off and you could still smell like somebody farting. And I told you there was these two grown big women. I'm talking about humongous women in front of us. And somebody was farting, and I was like, "Fuck, man, what the fuck?" And I would say a minute later, that lady got up and went to the restroom, and I never smelled it again. And I told you, I'm thinking it was these two big girls that were farting, fucking killing us. Mm-hmm. If you're those people, fucking go take a shit, man. Fuck.
Take a dump before boarding the plane.
My God, right?
Don't eat dairy.
Shit, dude. I've never been through this. Never.
Don't drink coffee.
Shit, if you guys ever been through it, for those people that fly all the time and they have to deal with this shit, God damn.
Maybe that's why they do first class.
Yeah, maybe, because they don't want to deal with just the regular people. Like me. I should have been that person throwing the farts, but it wasn't. Now, we get there, we climb off the plane, and it's, I don't know, Hawaii's like 3 hours behind us, so it's like, we get there and the sun's barely going down or something like that. And it's windy as hell, thinking it's going to be nice and humid and all that shit. Fuck no. Fucking windy. It felt like a hurricane going on the first day.
Well, we arrived on time. Our flight was on time, so they checked in at 8:45 p.m. Hawaii time.
Yeah. So basically around 9 o'clock,
yeah,
we were walking to get our bags, whatever. Windy as hell, I'm telling you. And then, you know, the problem with this is that instead of just, you know, like right here, they tell us, okay, your boarding plane, where you're going to get your bags is like not that far off from the plane. But this place, they sent us to the other side of the airport to get our bags. And I was like, what the fuck? We have to walk like 2 miles to get our fucking bags?
Yeah, that's how it is over there. Mm-hmm.
So, and then this is when it starts. Dad, I'm hungry. Dad, I got to go take a, you know what? Dad, here. Dad, I'm bored. Dad, here. Oh, fuck.
We're walking too much.
Yeah.
Can somebody carry me?
Fuck, you're too heavy, kid. He's heavy. He's a big 6-year-old. He's heavy. And not only that, he's just my 6-year-old doesn't, I don't know, he's the big baby of the family. He's a big bully, but at the same time he's the big baby. Every family has one of those.
Don't call him a bully.
No, he's not a bully. He's just the big baby.
Yeah.
We call him the big baby for a reason. But anyway, so we get there, we walk like fucking 2 miles to get our bags and all that. We hear the complaining and all that shit. Now, everybody knows that every family has to deal with this shit. Every family. The boredom, the annoyance. Because I was getting annoyed. Lucky for me, I'm in that where we're dads and we just tune out. Tune out because otherwise, fuck, we'll go crazy.
Explosion of anger.
Yeah. So I mean, getting there, and then obviously Hawaii makes it hard. It's hard to get into Hawaii. They wanted to see my vaccine card, if I had my COVID test, and so we were there for another hour, right? Mm-hmm. Basically, it felt like we were like in this corner of the airport for about an hour, and I was like, "Fuck, man, this is a lot of crap." I was getting kind of like bothered already, honestly. So I could imagine my kids feeling bothered. Am I right? Mm-hmm. I know you were like kind of frustrated because I was letting you do pretty much everything.
Like always. I'm so used to it.
Because you know what the thing is, that you took charge, so I just let you be. I know she deals with this kind of stuff more. Otherwise, I would have blown up. I'd have been so frustrated. So I let you take charge when it comes to those stuff because I'm like, ugh.
I just wish sometimes you would take charge, period.
No, not me. Not me. You're the head of the family here. I just follow.
Yeah, Gus, like he tells me, I just go work, come back, and bring the money. You take care of the rest.
With the kids, yeah. The majority of the stuff, paperwork, schoolwork, all that shit, yeah, I let you be. So I let you reign when it came to this.
You let me reign?
Get
out of here.
I let you reign getting to Hawaii. All that stuff where we sat.
Anyways, go back to the main topic before we get like into a debate over here.
So, okay, so we get there and that's it. Now, I'm going to give you guys my advice. I should have said this at the beginning of the episode. if you're a family of 4 or a family with kids, and this and that, I'm going to just leave it here right now. We should just end it right here, the episode. Don't do it. That's my advice. Don't do it. Don't travel. Not to Hawaii, at least, because it was a pain in the ass.
Don't travel like in an airplane, or don't travel at all?
Just don't travel. If you're those people that get frustrated so easy. But this is what I've noticed. I'm just trying to be funny here. Don't do it. The thing with that is that, being the most guys, I don't know. I guess it's personality wise. Mm-hmm. There's people that just tune it out, and I get it. We've been through this before. If you're a family, you're always doing family events. You're always hanging out with other friends that have kids and stuff. So it's normal. It's normal. It's like
the chaos is normal.
Yeah, the chaos is normal. Mm-hmm. I just can't imagine being one of those like the retired people that were next to us, or just like the youngsters or whatever. I don't know how they do it. I just like.
Well, maybe the older crowd, they might have some sympathy because they've been there, done that. But the young people, like 20s or 30s or even 40s, or just people in general that are single or that don't have kids, might not understand. If anything, they might criticize the parents, like, why don't they handle their kids? But
I was one of them. Growing up, I was used to be like, God, I can't deal with this shit. Fucking, because there's people like that.
Yeah.
There's people like that. People that, look, I have friends that don't understand, that don't have kids and don't understand that shit.
Yeah, I have friends too that don't understand why we don't hit our kids.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or there's some parents that are very strict. Like, why can't you control your own kids? Because I'm not like you. A lot of us are not like you.
Our controlling is not hitting our kids.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just feel cut in between. But anyways, going to the main topic. Yeah, I mean, it's just hard overall traveling. But traveling with kids, it's really extra stressful, I would say.
Yeah.
Now, you said don't travel. I would say I
was being funny.
I would no, I mean, which I agree with you.
But there's some people that don't travel because of that.
Yeah, and we're that family.
Yeah, when we
waited for this long. I think we made an exception to travel with a 6-year-old just because of the bundle we got. Yeah. It was like you couldn't let go of that bundle going to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Through Costco Travels. It's not an ad. We don't get paid for it. But
Costco, if you're
but hearing. that's where we got our bundle. It was a dope ass bundle.
Yeah.
But I do want to say that if your kids are not 10 and older, don't travel.
It's a bitch, huh?
Yeah, because we've traveled here locally. Like we've gone to San Diego, we've gone to Las Vegas. Yeah. And
with a big bear. With a big bear.
Oh yeah, Arrowhead also, Lake Arrowhead, but I don't know about you guys, but our kids get motion sickness so quick.
Okay, yes.
We have to pull over to have them throw up, or they throw up in the car.
Or they gotta pee somewhere. Or they have
to pee. It's just driving more than 30 minutes out. Yeah. It's an issue.
I don't know how you guys do it.
With our kids. Yeah. I don't know how you guys do it. I would love some feedback to help me myself, because I see we have friends that have more than 2 kids.
Oh yeah, and they do it all the time.
Yeah, they do it all the time. I don't know if they just post the nice things. I wish they could be raw and real, because I would really appreciate that.
Yeah, but nobody wants to.
Like Gus and I are not here to nag.
No, but it's reality.
It's just the experience we went through.
Yeah, reality is because this is the first time we've traveled with our kids.
Yes, so in an airplane.
Yeah, in an airplane. But I mean, it doesn't change much.
It makes me not want to do it.
But yeah, it was.
It makes me not want to do it again until our 6-year-old is at least 10, like our oldest.
Yeah, my kid didn't want to walk and this and that. I can't carry you. You're too big. You're too heavy now.
Yeah.
I'm carrying bags. I'm doing this. He doesn't want to push.
He doesn't want to help out by pushing his own luggage.
Yeah. No, but that was there this time. He did his own luggage. So. But the thing is funny because we have a friend. We have GBGs, so number 2, and the GBGs number 1, and they do it all the time. And I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody goes through their thing. I'm pretty sure. Just like the mom that was behind us, I'm pretty sure she kind of was like, what can I do?
Yeah.
I remember when we were like that. Well, what can we do? I'm sorry, guys. It is what it is. You get me?
Yeah.
I know my kid, the 6-year-old, was getting kind of scared because the plane was kind of shaking and stuff. I don't know if you heard him.
No.
He was holding Isaac. He was like, no, it's okay, man. It's just, because it shakes. It feels like kind of like an earthquake because of turbulence. And yeah, but he got over it quick. Luckily, I think that's why maybe it was good for us to have sat in the middle. So he doesn't get to see the outside. Doesn't get freaked out, because he does get freaked out.
Well, he doesn't know any better.
So this is another reason, and I think I told Josh and his family that one time we were talking about traveling, why we don't travel during the day.
Yeah.
I prefer, listen, when we've gone on
road
trips, I'm the one that drives.
Yes.
I feel the most awake at night because those are my hours of work. So I feel fine.
Yeah.
And now, and I drive while you guys sleep.
Yes.
So we'll leave here at 10 at night, wherever we're going.
And
if even it's a long ass road trip, and I'll drive through the night, and it's easy. That's the advice I give, because there's kids. I've heard families that tell me, "Oh, how do you do your road trips?" I go at night. I go, damn, that sounds good. The thing is that most people have a regular day.
Yeah, they're up in the mornings.
Yeah.
And at night they're sleeping.
Yeah, so they feel tired driving at night. Where I'm the opposite. Just like where you guys are sleeping, I'm wide awake. That's what I do. So I told that to the GBGs, and they were like, yeah, dude, it sounds, They were intrigued. But it's hard. I get it. Because my oldest always gets motion sickness. So that's why we do it. It's more of a convenience.
Our oldest is very fragile.
When it comes to,
Yeah, he gets sick quickly. Yeah, but Hawaii was beautiful. Yeah. It's a beautiful island. The people were so polite, gracious, always with a smile, always wanting to help. And the hotel too was nice.
Yeah, I mean, the experience of going to Hawaii, the beach, the sight, the people, the food. You got to know the food, man. You got to understand that they put in their flavor, the Hawaii flavor kind of thing. And it's not your traditional ketchup. They do their own type of ketchup, or they it's just little weird, not weird, but they're
things that we're not used to.
Yeah. The way they serve certain foods. I still didn't get my pineapple. The line for fucking humongous. But
I got my shave ice twice. I mean, I waited in line forever, but I got it.
Yeah, I mean, there was these Hawaii pineapples that people would be walking by with their drinking, and I wanted to, but I was like, I saw the lines with a bunch of kids and a bunch of families. I'm like, fuck, I'm out.
That's the one thing where you go. Because we're in the tourist area.
Yeah.
There's long lines, no matter what.
So where we stayed is like a village.
Yeah, it's the Hilton. What was it?
Yeah, so we stayed on the Waikiki side, which is basically where the majority of the families stay. Yeah. It's this big village, and
it's like the strip of Las
Hawaii,
Vegas, but it's Hawaii.
Yeah, so it's like this secluded area just for the tourists.
Yeah.
And I guess the hotels, it's like a village. I'm telling you, it's like the hotels are all kind of intertwined. Yeah. And it's like a bunch of stores, a bunch of restaurants, and yet they close early.
Yes, they do.
Fuckers close early.
I would get up at 6, me thinking, oh, there's going to be nobody. I'm going to go for a walk, run. Because you can't be in Hawaii and not go for a run in front of the beach.
Well, it's because just the view itself.
And I wanted to stay within my regimen because I started working out again. But be quiet, Gus. You're hating only because you can't run.
First of all,
anyways, hold on. Let me finish my story. So I would get up at 6, head out and everything, enjoy the view, the climate and everything. It was nice. It was a nice little run and stuff that I would do. But to my surprise, there's people out and about already at the pools, at the beach, long as lines at Starbucks that were more than a mile away.
Yeah.
And I was like, Jesus Christ. And people are already having breakfast at the restaurants. They're dining in. They're making lines to dine in. And I'm like, wow. And then by 6-7 p.m. everybody is like, if they're not at the luau's, they're already like back in their rooms.
Yeah. So yeah.
Or like at the bar of the resorts that they're staying.
I would say by 9 o'clock everything's closing. Everything's closing.
Yeah, by 8 p.m. it's like silent dead.
Yeah, it's dead. And then if you want to get out of you got to have a car and you got to know your way. But it's a bitch just to get around there.
It is.
And then
because we don't know the area.
Yeah. That's the thing. You might have a GPS, but it's hard. Just to find parking was a bitch, right?
Yeah.
Just to get into the village to find parking. So you're like, should we leave? And then it's going to be a bitch to find parking.
Yeah.
And so even though sometimes it says that it's open, it wasn't. Because there was a day where my son was hungry, like at 10 o'clock. And I was like, fuck, let me call. And I would call and they wouldn't pick up the phone, and then I'd walk over there and shit be closed. And so Uber, that's the other part. Uber would call Uber, and Uber was like, we don't deliver there. We don't. You got to call here. And then
Uber would call Uber. You mean you would call Uber?
Oh, I'm sorry. I would call like different places and stuff like that, and like different restaurants that they would deliver, and we don't deliver. You got to do it through Uber, whatever. I'm sorry. And then the Uber guy would call me. I'm like, dude, I can't find you guys. I don't know. He's like, well, I'm at the so-and-so Hilton. I'll meet you at the bar downstairs, whatever.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of them's like, I've never even been here. Like a lot of the Uber, because they were on their bikes. They were on their bikes.
Yeah, they do scooters.
Yeah. And so it was hard just to get. So that's the reason that I think most people would get up early, because they would have to turn in early at night.
Yeah.
So unless you're a bar person, even the bar would close like at 10, 11 o'clock. Because I would go down there just to check it out, maybe get a drink or two. Yeah. And I'd walk and they're like, oh, we're closing. I'm like, what the fuck?
I know. No, totally different time zone for sure.
That's what I would do. My nightcaps by myself up on the balcony. On the balcony, because it was beautiful.
Oh, our view was beautiful. Yeah.
I mean, I've never been in a place where you're in a hotel and you could see the clouds just move
in front of you.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I've never seen that. I mean, obviously, we could go outside right now and look at the clouds, but they don't move like the ones over there.
No, heck no. Remember, like, going to the island, like, around the island before we landed, everything was clear. Like, the sky was clear. We could totally see the island beautifully. The water was clear. Yeah. Coming back to LA, and I even told you guys, look at the window. It's so polluted. You can't see shit.
Yeah. So fucking... No, I'll be honest with you. I mean, home is home, but yeah, being in Hawaii, it's a whole
vibe. It's a whole like mellow vibe.
Yeah, it's a whole different. It's slower. I would
say. Nobody's in a fast pace. Yeah. Like over here in LA, you're never present in the moment. You're always rushing to do the next thing. Like you don't get to enjoy anything because you're always rushing. It's like you're fighting against time, against the clock.
So I think that's. I mean, let me just say this. I think that's one of the reasons that I had to go down there like at 5 and look at the sunset go down and all that shit. I'm one of those people that kind of soaks up the... I've even since before my son was born, I would just get a place and sit outside and enjoy the view and then like suck it all in.
Yeah.
You have to enjoy the fruits of your labor, meaning you have to... You just
be present in the moment.
Be present and enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. Even if it's like the sunset, you just... sit there because I did that a lot. Mm-hmm. That was my thing. Is like, you know what? I need to go down there, and Lucas would join me on a day that my oldest was kind of like sick.
Oh, that's a different story too. Yeah. Yeah. So we get there. Our first day was awesome. Our second day. Yeah. So the package I got through Costco Travel was 5 days, 4 nights.
Really? I thought it was 6.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, 5 days, 4 nights. So we got there Sunday night. So we obviously by the time we checked in was like 11 o'clock, 11 p.m.
Let me just say this: we knew right off the bat that Hawaii was expensive. That's why we did what we did. Otherwise, I think we'd have stayed there like 7 days or something like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I'm gonna tell you this before you keep on going with your story.
But I booked the thing in February.
Yeah, no, but I already knew it was expensive. That's why I was like, no, because of work and then how expensive it is. Trust me. So I mean, I was okay when you told me let's do that. Okay, let's do that then. Mm-hmm. So go ahead. Keep on going.
So our bundle through Costco Travels was 5 days, 4 nights, round trip. What is it called? The hotel that I selected from the many options that Costco offered. There was some with rental cars. I thought I selected the one with the rental car, but apparently I didn't. Yeah. I unmarked it.
This is where I was telling everybody, oh yeah, rental car is covered. Mm-hmm. This is why I let you do everything and I just say what I say. But obviously, I was wrong. Because people are going to call me out because I know I told friends, oh yeah, fucking car was included.
Yeah, but anyways, so everything was for $2,800.
Yeah.
That's never to be known for a family of 4.
Yeah.
Because I've been wanting to go to Hawaii like forever. And it was always, I would call different hotels and I would ask for estimates. And they would tell me anywhere between $8,000 to $10,000.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of cash, you guys, to throw.
Yeah.
Or to invest, if you want to call it like that, just for a week, let's say.
Yeah. I mean, some people have the money to like enjoy it.
Yeah, some people save up to do that. And some people charge to do that. We were not in the position of either or.
Yeah, because no, I mean, because we're frugal, I guess the word is, I learned that from Josh, to use our money. We just can't just go out there and just spend it. Like
gotta be smart.
Yeah, because it's an expensive place. Let me give you an example. How much did it cost just every time we would go eat?
Okay, so every time we would go eat, and then just times it by 3, you guys, per day. So it's anywhere between $120 to $150.
Exactly. And that's without drink, because I drink.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. When I go to Vegas, let me give you an example. When I go to Vegas, I don't have a budget because I don't spend money. So, but when I go to Vegas, I like to spend money. I like to not care what I buy, what I drink, or what I buy in food. I hate going there and saying, oh, I can do this and I can do that.
Yeah, I don't like traveling. That's the other thing too. That's why maybe we don't travel or do things combined, because I've in the past, when we were single, with no babies, we were not married, when we would like I don't know if you had that experience with your friends, but I did with mine. Sometimes like I wanted to do things.
But they were broke?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we would all go to like the trip or whatever, but because of that one friend or two, the rest of us couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Because they.
So what you're telling me is don't fucking book something if you can't afford it, or just don't travel with broke ass friends.
Or just be straight up like we were.
Yeah.
There was once upon a time where Gus and I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So we couldn't afford it, so we would always decline.
Yeah, we wouldn't go.
They would invite us. Hey, you were going here, we're going there. We'd be like, no, thank you.
I mean, it's because the thing is, we could probably go there. It's just we're not gonna have a good time because we're broke.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that we were. It's the thing is this. If you have, because I know friends that do this, they're broke as hell, and yet they spend their money and have no money to pay their bills. I am not one of those people. No. I like to pay our bills. Like for instance, we went over there, we paid the cars, the everything ahead of time. You get me? And so I don't have to worry about anything. And we go there because...
Well, that's what it is to be an adult, you guys.
Yes.
Before you do your adventures, make sure you take care of home.
Yeah.
So when you come back, everything is set up to go, for you to go and live your life again.
Yeah.
When you come back from your vacation.
So that's traveling, specifically when you have kids, because you're also, when you're there, your kids want this, your kids want that, I want this. Hey, Mom, can you buy me the floaty?
Oh, yeah. And then you have to think about, like, our kids, for example. Like, Gus and I could wait longer to eat, but our kids, because of the different time zones,
they're hungry.
And even though it's just 3 hours of difference, but it makes a big difference.
Yeah.
For kids, like they can't not wait their hunger as long as we can wait.
Yeah.
So they were always hungry.
Yeah,
they always wanted to snack. So here I am, Gus and I always going downstairs
to the ABC
store. Which is like a little, like a little
Tiki Mart or a little 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven, yeah.
Where they have everything.
They have everything, and one of the days that our kid was sick, our oldest, I wanted to give him something like not heavy or greasy, and I wanted to give him like something like here at home. I usually do chicken soup.
Yeah.
But over there, I don't know the area, and I don't know if they had that or whatever. So I was like, okay, cup of noodles,
Yeah.
So I went to the ABC store, and I told Gus for 4 cup of noodles, because we're a family of 4, and a little tray of fruit salad. Yeah. It was $16.
Yeah. Everything's expensive out there.
Everything's very expensive.
Yeah, but you know what? When we went there, we all went out. We ate whatever.
Oh yeah, we did not what is it called?
Hold back. When it comes to it.
No. Fuck that. No. We indulge for sure.
Yeah, I was like, I want to drink, dude. You know how many beers I left for whoever goes there to clean? Hopefully it's a guy, because I left a couple beers in the room that I didn't get to drink. It's because this is what happened. Look. My son and I on the second day, because I'm telling you, this is why we did what we did. So we did the morning thing. We went to the beach. We ate here at the restaurant. Whatever. We did this on the second day. At night, there's not a lot of things to do at night.
No, there isn't.
So I found a tour.
And I told you, man, Gus, I can't believe we're in Hawaii and we're stuck in a hotel room.
At night.
And
because we're so used to going to
Vegas. We should be living.
Because we're so used to being in Vegas that at night Vegas is still a light popping and going.
Yeah,
exactly. So I thought for some reason it was gonna be like that, but it wasn't.
It wasn't.
So there's not a lot of things for kids to do, at least at night in Hawaii. And so I told my wife, I was telling her, let's find something to do. You want to go here? I told my son that we found a tour, and it's a scary history kind of tour of some of the most iconic places in Hawaii, at least around Oahu and that area right there. And like they showed us some like the whatever. But the thing is that I told my son, do you want to go to this tour where they're going to tell us scary stories, la la la, and they had some good reviews. And my oldest son was like, let's do it there. Hell yeah. So we get there. It's a little scary because it's off to the downtown.
The city.
Yeah, the downtown. I mean, and I understood that. I knew some of these. They look kind of like palaces almost. I kind of knew
they were.
Yeah.
There was once upon a time there were
palaces. So I knew they had some importance to it. That's the reason that they were holding the tour there at night.
Yeah.
At night, because they call it a scary storytelling kind of thing. I forget what it was called. But the thing is, they tell you the stories of what happened, the killings, what people see nowadays, and some of the stories of how it became so ghostly, haunted, and all that stuff. And my youngest, I mean, so this is what happened before we get to them. So we get there, whatever, they start telling the stories, whatever. So it's a 2-hour. We did like a 2-hour walk.
Yeah, around the city.
So, and these places are dark, and I mean, the stories were great. I'll give you
each stop that we made, the tourist guide had a little story to tell.
Significant.
Yeah. So it was history / folktale.
Yeah.
/
like haunted house,
haunted stories or whatever you want to call it.
I mean, they were good.
Heck yeah, she was a great narrator.
Yeah, it was good. My oldest son is like, damn, Dad, that shit was great. Like, he was excited. I was, I'm glad that my oldest loves stuff like
has that memory to keep.
Yeah, that not only that he kind of likes the stuff I do, because that's what intrigued me when I saw the scary stories tour, like these scary places and like Hawaii historics, and I was like, let's do it. That's all me right there. My oldest was like, let's do it, Dad. That's all me too. So we walk, and it's like 2 hours, and my youngest starts telling me that I'm scared. I don't like the story and whatever. And then we still have to walk, and it started to rain, because this is the other thing in Hawaii. It rains off and on.
Oh, yeah. That's normal. I texted my cousin, because I have a cousin that lives out there. And I was like, dude, it's raining. I hope it doesn't ruin the trip. And she texts me back, this is normal.
Yeah.
Just give it about a minute or two. The sun will come out. And it's true.
Yeah, and it does come out. So it goes back and forth. Yeah. And my youngest son was like, his feet were hurting. He's scared. He doesn't want to do it no more. And I'm like, let's go. We're almost done. So, I mean, again, obviously you have to deal with the kids and stuff. It's not just the adults there and the tour. And I'm like, we're almost done, baby. Like, I'll sit here, sit there. And I'm trying to hold his hand, trying to motivate him to let's keep on going. Because my oldest son, if it was up to him, he would have been like with the tour guide.
Yeah, with the tour guide for sure.
And because he was all up for it. I mean, but so we finished the tour.
Did he tell you that he did get chills though?
Isaac?
Yeah, he came up to me and then he goes, "Mom, I have the chills."
But that's what it's supposed to
I was
give
like,
you a good story.
Me too. But I was like, remember, these are just stories. Yeah. And then I told them, whenever you do feel scared, because there are some stories that really were fucking scary.
Yeah, I mean, some good stories.
I got like the chills, the goosebumps, you know. Yeah. I was like, just claim the Lord, you know. He's your life and savior. He goes, yes, Mom, I know that. I'm like, okay.
This is the other part too. This is the other part where you kind of got annoyed because you were like,
with their 6-year-old.
Yeah, you're like, I don't want to deal with you right now, and so go with your dad.
Exactly, because with you, the attitude changes.
Yeah.
He'll toughen up with you.
Yeah, and he did. And he had to, because I had to hold his hand. He's like, hey, man, get it together.
With me, it's like he was about to cry with me.
Yeah. I had to do like the ear muffs on his ears, or whatever they call.
Cover his ears.
Yeah, and so that's what I did. And then he got over it. Because these places they were telling the stories kind of dark, kind of creepy. So you don't want to be left behind. So we're like, let's go, man. And so we did that. We get to the place, and it's about 10 o'clock. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to order a pizza for you guys. Because I figured he was going to be hungry. And
I was done. I was passed out.
Not only that, yeah, you were over there snoring.
I was so tired.
But we didn't eat lunch, like a heavy dinner or whatever.
No, that day we only ate twice.
Yeah, and my kid was starving. He's like, Dad, I'm starving. My youngest one. I'm like, oh, shit. All right, let me start calling for pizza places. So no one but delivered to our place because it's too far or they're just closing down themselves. I ran to, I think it's table, I forget what it's called, but
Round Table,
the Round Table Pizza, and it said it was open till 11. So I ran. It was 10:30, and it was locked already. I'm like, what the fuck? So I get back to the place. I start calling places. My son is like shaking. He's like, Dad, I'm starving. Like he was kind of like shaking. He's like, I have no energy anymore. And I was like, oh shit. So I hear him over fucking calling 20 pizza places until I find one that delivers to our place. And he's like, yeah, send it down. I waited, and my son was like, he passed out hungry, and I was like, fuck. As a parent, I felt bad because you don't do that. I'm like, how did we forget to buy some food? And the reason why we ran to our because he had to go use the restroom. Mm-hmm. He had to go take a dump. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, we could have bought some food and blah. But he's like,
on the way back home.
So
back to our hotel.
So we're in the car. He's like, Mom, Dad, I have to go take a dump. I was like, oh, so here we go. That's the other thing. I mean, kids, they have to go anywhere.
Yeah, kids always have to go poop and peep. They can't hold it for that long.
For my oldest, we had to pull over, and I had to open the doors. And I go, just go here now.
Yeah.
I did the same thing right after him, and I was like, I don't care. We gotta go pee. But then my youngest is like, I can't do that. I go take a dump then. I was like, oh, shit. And we're like, we don't know the area, so we're like, fuck, let's go back. Mm-hmm. And that's where it all started for. I was like, fuck, dude, you know. So here I go, get the pizza. We eat. We all fall asleep. It's like maybe like midnight for me that I go to sleep. Maybe like 1 because I stayed drinking a little bit. Not too much because I felt bad. Next day, my oldest son, after me using the restroom, he's like, you told me he didn't feel right. And I was like, what?
Yeah, I just got back to the room after my run, and he goes, Mom, I'm hungry. I'm like, okay. And the next thing you know,
he started throwing up.
He was nauseous. I was like, is it your video game or because you were hungry? He goes,
I think
both.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, here we go through that rabbit hole with him. And then
and we've been through this before. It's happened a couple of times when we go to Josh's house.
Or when they come over.
Yes, it happens all the time.
Or it just happens.
And it pisses
me. And everywhere. It's happened in Vegas. It's happened when we go to your people, family in Palmdale. It's a thing with him.
Yeah, he can't watch. This is the thing. He could play video games where it's a shooter type game, but if he hasn't eaten and he's not the one playing, he'll get motion sickness and it's over for him.
Yeah.
So
and it's not like those kids that get motion sickness and then once they have food in their system, they're back to normal. Yeah. No, our son goes through shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
for 24 hours.
It's like for 24 hours, constant vomiting, fever, diarrhea, whatever, you know?
And we know off the bat, it's like, what's wrong? We know right off the bat.
Yeah, it's this look that he gives us.
Like, yeah.
Or our intuition as parents?
No, because when he's normal, he'll run. He likes to joke around. But when he's not, you're like, okay, what's wrong? Mm-hmm. And then he'll tell you, I'm not feeling
Or
well.
when he gets into the fetal position.
Yeah.
That's when I know there's something wrong.
And it's happened. It's happened multiple times. It's happened. But he's had this problem since he was a little kid.
Yeah.
Remember we would go to the beach, and on the way back, he would just throw up everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. It's happened. It happened
when we drove to Vegas. Kids. We had to stop because both kids were throwing up in the car.
I'm pretty sure families, they've been through this. I'm pretty sure. And I want to hear some of the stories that some of you guys have.
I've asked a friend of mine that has 3 kids. My friend Julia, and she tells me, and she's gone to Guatemala, she's gone to Hawaii many times. She goes out and about. Yeah. You know, she's always out.
Yeah.
On the weekends, she's always out with her husband and the kids, and they have 3. She goes, I just deal with it. Yeah. I don't let that hold us back from enjoying life. Yeah. I just deal with it. Me, on the other hand, I would be like, fuck that shit. Because I can't deal with it. It's so stressful, and I just don't like it. I don't like to be put in that circumstance.
I was kind of bothered. I mean, because you have to, like, at the beginning, like the first hour, you're like, oh, again, we've gone through this before. How many times do I have to tell you, kid? Mm-hmm. So we get our anger out and frustration, and then we get over it, and then we're like, okay, let's see what we could do with this guy. What makes them better? Yeah. So we get him the Tylenol, we get him the fucking Pepto-Bismol and all that shit. You gotta eat. Oh, I can't eat. You gotta try. You gotta stay hydrated. So we get him the.
We get him the essentials.
Yeah, the Gatorades and all that.
The
shit.
Electrolytes, the water, the sodas. 7-Up.
I would say
Sprite.
For a good 12 hours, he was out.
Yeah.
And
he couldn't keep anything down.
So that's where we stopped going out.
Yeah, like Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday and Thursday, we were stuck in the hotel room.
Well, half. You did the half, and I did the other half.
Yeah, you and I will take turns taking out Lucas to the beach or to the pool or to the ABC store to grab snacks.
Yeah. I mean,
because it's not his fault,
No, it wasn't his fault. I mean, don't get me wrong. I see it this way. I told you that I like to, because at the first couple of days, we were just going fast. Everybody was just fast. We want to go here, we want to go there, blah, blah, blah.
Really? I didn't feel it like that.
But think about it. Because the last 2 days we were there, it was more relaxed. It was, we slowed down. Everything slowed down for me. I had to kind of like breathe in and then start looking at the.
Sometimes I feel like God sacrificed our son so you could have those days off because of your knees.
No, because it wasn't my knees.
Your knees were aching already.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I was not gonna stop. I told you I was gonna go until it something cracked or something. I told you. I was taking Advil and Tylenol in here. Cause I got bad knees, guys. I'm sorry. I need a surgery in one, and then the other one's messing up. It messes. It's just I have pain. I need a surgery on that one too, but not yet. But it wasn't holding me back. It didn't hold me back, but you know what? I took it slower. I just go out. I went to the beach. I breathed in. I drank some. I kicked up my youngest, and we had a good time. It was more relaxation for me the last couple of days. We weren't here. We weren't going there.
I disagree with you.
That's for you though.
I don't feel our first 2 days that we were there were fast paced at all.
No, it felt like that because we were trying to do so much and we just gonna get.
But we didn't do much.
But that was on you. It depends on you. Look at the world.
Okay.
It depends on what you wanted to do.
Well, yeah, we didn't do much.
Because look,
I'm just saying I am entitled to my opinion. I'm just saying we didn't do much. You're saying we did a lot, so therefore, okay.
Okay, I mean.
Tomato, dude. Relax. Take a chill pill. Drink some water.
That's the problem, though. Like, we could have, to me, I relaxed. I had a good time. I feel relaxed. Even now, I feel relaxed. I feel like we did stuff. We didn't take full advantage of it because my kid got sick. But what can I do? That's how I feel. I don't see what we did the first 2 days as bad. You see it, we didn't do much because our kid got sick.
And then, unfortunately, Wednesday and Thursday, we didn't do much. We were in the hotel and taking turns with our youngest.
Wednesday.
That's all I'm saying. Thursday? Wednesday and Thursday, yeah.
Yeah. Thursday was more beach. We were like, fuck it, we're just gonna have to stay here. We can't go out and explore because we wanted to do. We had to actually cancel the a snorkeling thingy.
Yeah.
It didn't get canceled. We just didn't make it.
Well, I called, but
yeah, it was too late.
It was too late to get refunded or anything. And
it's funny because before that, I was talking to you about getting like one of those parachute things, paragliding,
sailing,
paragliding for the family, and even the sailboat. Like we're gonna do all that. We want to go on a submarine, all that, but it all went away because of my kid throwing up, and I just felt sick. I just feel bad. You can't leave him there.
No, never.
That's what I'm saying. I feel bad. You just can't leave them. So,
no,
you deal with it. And then that's where I'm going with this. When stuff like that happens, you as a parent, you have to deal with it.
Yeah.
And that's it. I think that's one of the reasons that we take precautions the way we do as parents. We have to put up with some of the frustrations, some of the stuff that we don't like. But, that's part of being a parent that you have to deal with sometimes. The good, the bad, and sometimes the ugly too, man. Traveling, getting back, seeing my son in the early mornings was after his 24-hour bug or whatever he got. It felt good because the last day we were at the beach, we just stayed at the beachside, him and I and my youngest, and we were.
Well, we kind of made him go out. I was like, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
And you too. Because
you gotta get some sun.
I just felt like that sun vitamin D would just help him feel better.
Yeah, make him get hungry, make him drink or whatever. Yeah, and he did. He was getting burned. He's like, Dad, the sun of here is burning my back. Can you put some of that stuff on my back?
And I did. I was just praying. I was like, man, I hope this kid gets it together by Friday. By the time we have to leave,
because we were getting worried. How are we gonna deal with this in the
airplane?
In the airplane.
No, we would have to postpone our flight.
Yeah.
And then pay other fees and this and that.
Yeah, exactly.
Or take him to the doctor.
I was thinking, man. I was like, fuck, maybe. I don't know. I've never been to that situation, so I wouldn't know. I was like, maybe we could fly with him at night in the madrugada, like the red eye, or something where there's not a lot of people, and maybe like that.
It's just I think traveling with children overall, it's difficult. But right now, during these times, the pandemic, even though it's not as it was like a year and a half ago or at the beginning of this year, it's mellowed down. But still, I mean, just everything is minimized. Yeah. The capacity is whatever it is, it's 50% of that. So
that's why we couldn't get some of the tours.
So everything is, and thank God, because we would have lost more money.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things. I mean, usually we would have been able to make some of those tours or whatever, but because it was less than half, and a lot of these businesses are run. The lady was like, a lot of these businesses are owned by the people. They're not run by big businesses. They're just run by the people. So it's up to them how many people they want to take. Sometimes they only take two tours for that day, where before it was like boom, 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 let's just go.
Mm-hmm. No, well, the state also like mandates them.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a trip. It's so difficult to get into Hawaii because it's an island. They don't want, I guess, COVID to run wild in Florida. I mean, in Florida, Hawaii.
Well, I don't blame them. I think it's extra. It's a pain in the neck. Yeah. The precautions that they take as a tourist going in there is a pain in the neck. But honestly, like if you are a resident living there, fuck yeah. You don't want people coming in here and messing up, the health of others, jeopardizing everybody.
Yeah. It makes sense, though.
Yeah. I think California should learn. And every other state in the U.S.
Nah, that ain't going to work in
Florida.
The mainland. That ain't going to. But, yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. You have to wear a fucking mask and all that shit. And, oh, man, dealing with your kids. The man, I can't breathe. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, the mask here. I'm fuck, man. I'm tired of wearing the mask. I'm tired.
Yeah, but we have to. It's what keeps us safe.
Yeah, and then even the air, like the stewardess would go down the airplanes, like, put your mask on, mm-hmm. Put it on, make sure it's over.
Yeah, because their little one would put it down on like below his nose. He would pull it down for a little bit.
But there's grown ass people, like old man, like oh, like huffing and puffing, like, oh, like. Because, I mean, I get
hard.
it. Yeah, it's hard.
I mean, you work like that. I work like that now.
Fucking hard. It's horrible. And I just can't imagine the kids having that shit all day. Fuck. I couldn't sleep. I tell you. This is the other thing, man. Flying there, my oldest son was like, God damn, my back hurts, my leg hurts. And I go, that's because your butt's falling asleep. My ass hurts already, I told him. I couldn't.
Gus's sciatic nerve kicked in.
I've never had a sciatic nerve. But that day I did. I was like, oh, fuck, my nalga in my back. I was like, fuck. I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah, yeah.
This is when having a little booty don't work.
Yeah, you need a big booty.
I was like, you know what? I'm sorry, sir. Can you give me a pillow? I don't even think a pillow works.
A donut.
A donut. Give me a donut. Yeah. I was like, fuck, dude. And then, I don't know, the airplane, flying Hawaii Airlines. I don't know, man. The seat didn't have any cushion. It was so hard and shit.
They're all like that, Gus. You're just a heavy dude.
But my kid was getting that too. It wasn't just me.
No, I think maybe if Isaac would have reclined his chair, he would have felt more comfortable.
Yeah, but I don't know. He didn't want to be like that, he told me. Because I tried to, and he's like, no, I want to be like this because I could see my iPad better or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he was like, my leg's falling asleep. My foot hurt. He had to take your shoe off, man. God. That's the thing when you're so uncomfortable.
Well, at least when you're driving, you get to pull over and stretch out a little bit.
Oh, my God.
You know, in the airplane, well, you're stuck. And 5 hours ain't shit compared to other people that travel.
Yeah, I told you we were in the airplane. Not in the airplane, but in the airport.
My mom went to Israel a couple years ago, and it was like 20-something hours.
What the hell? The lady in New York said, oh, it took us 14 hours. I was like, oh, my God. I was like, 14 hours. What happened? I think I don't think she had a strike through.
No. For sure, they stopped somewhere.
Yeah, she must have stopped somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's only like 4.5 hours from.
Probably from New York, they went to
like Texas and then back over.
I would say more to Atlanta, to Georgia.
Maybe it had to have
Georgia's one of the main stops.
Yeah. Okay, I could see that.
And then from there to LAX and LAX to Hawaii. Okay.
She said she's like, man, 14 hours.
Maybe, I don't know.
But when you do that, it's less, right?
Yes.
You pay less.
When you have stops.
But when you go directly, it's more.
I don't care, but I'd rather pay for more.
Yeah. Well, and then this is the other thing, too. This is why I figured there were so many families, like 20, like a family of 20, because they booked it at a traveling place
agency
and an agency because it's cheaper that way.
Mm-hmm.
The more people like in a package, the less everybody pays. Yeah, that's why there's a bunch of families like that. There's like Filipino family right here of fucking, I don't know, 20 and 30, and then there was a Indian family in front of us, like the same thing. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. It felt like I was in everybody was getting up, walking like we were in like in a school bus somewhere.
Yeah.
And the stewardess didn't say anything. They were just chilling on in the middle of the road, right there in the middle. I was like, "Hey, kid," whenever they would walk, and this is me being the nice guy. Whenever they would walk by, they would hit my elbow. They were just like, "Excuse me," or "Hi, thanks, bye."
The guy or the stewardess?
The stewardess hit me a couple times, but I don't think she did it on purpose. She was moving with the cart.
The tray.
Yeah. But the old man is the old man never told me shit. I was like, motherfucker, I should have given him that full elbow. Sit your ass down. Stop fucking getting up, dude.
You should have just grunted.
Yeah, the old man, I get it, man. He wants to make sure that his family was like, oh, like good. Are you good? You good? Here, let me move the bag over here. Fucker, just sit the fuck down.
Maybe he's just a protector, the one that likes to make sure everything's okay.
No, that's what I was trying to be nice, and because every family, like a big group, always has that one person, and that dude was it. Like, fuck, but this old man has so much energy. Fuck.
I don't have that.
I was like,
only to my kids.
I was like, can somebody just make sure this old man sits down already? Yeah. I don't know. I'm being mean. I don't want to be mean.
Okay, so going back.
To what?
The main question. Would you travel with the kids again or no?
Only if they could sleep through the night. I think maybe we should have gone through the fucking red eye. Your cousin was coming to a light through the red eye.
Yeah, that same day that we visit her.
For that reason, because she has a small baby.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want to deal with she could just sleep through I get it. We thought that maybe we could get away with it, but maybe we should. I don't know. I don't know. God, that was hard though. It was hard.
Yeah, but I also feel like a big factor is the fact that our kids have been secluded from the world for a year and a half.
Yeah.
And then same shit happened when they went to summer camp. That first week, they got sick.
Yeah.
Same symptoms.
Yeah, they get this cold or like they food poisoning almost, and they get over it like within a day.
Yeah.
The next day, they're like,
it's like a 24-hour bug.
Yeah.
But that bug gets them big time.
Now, would you do it again? Imagine like.
No. Airplane wise, no. No.
I think they got to be a little.
I think Isaac is good. Except the fact that
my Lucas,
he gets sick a lot.
Yeah.
You know, we have to work on his immune system, building it. But Lucas, no. He's 6 years old. He's still too young. I'd say the perfect age to travel with them is a 10 and above. Yeah. And for sure, if we do travel if we do travel again, airplane or on the road, for sure. On the road, I do it. I pack a lot of snacks and drinks. Yeah. But in the airplane, you can't.
We threw a lot of our fucking snacks away. They didn't allow it.
And in the hotel room also, it's really hard because
you have no freezer.
So I've learned two things. When we travel in the airplane, staying in a destination, you know, out of our state or country or whatever, I will definitely book a room that has a kitchen and a refrigerator.
BRB?
I don't know. Some hotels have resorts like that.
Yeah.
Like, what are they called?
A luxury hotel, maybe?
No, they have those rooms. They have kitchens and... Anyways.
They're like condo style.
I don't know. And you see, we don't travel a lot. So definitely a room that has a kitchen and a refrigerator. And then the other thing is definitely pack a lot of snacks. Because the time difference does make a change, especially with the little ones that they're constantly hungry, you know.
And this is another thing. Maybe because we don't do it very often, but make sure that if you do take their iPads and stuff like that, download the stuff onto the iPads because there's no internet. And make sure you have a dongle so where you connect your iPad to your headphones and stuff like that. So you don't have to deal with like the horrible technology that the airplane has, because they have some horrible technology. I couldn't even plug my shit in because it wouldn't work right. I had to like to move it here, move it there, and okay, I hear it, but I have to hold it that way. And just you gotta have some stuff for them to do. That's the main line. That's the main thing.
Yeah. So on our way to Hawaii, we didn't do that, but on our way back home, you told me, Heidi, download at least 2 movies.
Yeah.
And I did that.
And it was easier.
Yeah, they were more entertained.
Yeah, it was easier. They had their games, because some games on their iPads need internet, and you gotta make sure that whatever they're doing has no internet based or whatever, movies, whatever.
Yeah,
because that's what I did too. But I forgot that my thing. I don't have a dongle for my thing because this is my. I think you connect Bluetooth, but you told me, no, that's the Bluetooth for the kids. I'm gonna connect it to my phone. I was like, fuck. You put my Bluetooth into their baggie over there. I don't know, and stuff like that. That's why I didn't have my Bluetooth with me. I was like, fuck, man. I'm over here watching the Jersey Boys and Tarzan, and I don't know what else with horrible audio. For real, that's what I watched. Tarzan and the Jersey Boys. Yeah, so that's it.
Yeah.
Now, if you guys, any listener, let me know what you guys do. Let me know what the traditions you guys do. If you're a parent, if you're just a person with kids that does it all the time, how do you deal with it? How do you do it?
I've heard people just tell me, just deal
with
it.
Yeah.
You roll with the punches.
Yeah, you're just like, you know what? You guys have been secluded for so long.
It's all about making memories. I'm like, fuck, what memories?
But you know what? My son told me this about Home Alone. Dad, I saw this in Home Alone. It's crazy. It's always crazy like that. And the reality is, I think it is true. It's true. There is not our home is crazy when my kids are wrestling, jumping.
Yeah.
But it's at home, so we're used to the environment. But when we go out and your kids are acting up and they're doing this, jumping, wrestling, and doing all the crazy stuff, you're not used to that environment. So you just got to get used to doing it. So it can't always be our way. It has to be somebody else's way. Now, when my son was young and he would throw up all the places, we would put the
wristbands.
The wristband, whatever. Does that shit ever work? Any of you guys, that shit ever work?
Not with our kid.
No, that shit, right?
No.
How about that pill when you get seasick or whatever?
We've given him that and it doesn't work.
It never works. Huh?
In Hawaii, I bought this ginger shot with lemon and I don't know what else to help him with the nausea.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Yeah. Yeah, he gets it strong. I don't know what the deal with that is. Because you know what? I get like that too. But I'm an old man, so I do stuff that, like I know.
I got nauseous a little bit coming back home on the flyaway because
you didn't eat.
To get to the 405, at the time we came, it was like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. The 405 is like bumper to bumper.
Yeah.
Inside that bus.
Shuttle, in the shuttle, yeah.
Oh my goodness. I was ready to puke. Once I start burping, I'm like, holy shit. Here comes nothing.
Hey, man. Coming down the 405 on the shuttle, I just couldn't be sitting anymore. I was like, my ass and my back. And I was like, fuck, man. I was just moving around. I was like, I really needed to stand. And this is the other part. If I stand too long, my knees hurt. Because they're fucked up. So I was telling my wife, I was telling you, I was like, Heidi, fuck, I'm fucked either way. If I stand too long standing, my knees hurt. But if I sit down, then my ass hurts. So I'm fucked either way. Can I just roll on my belly or something? Can I just like sleep in the back somewhere?
Can you just ride with the luggages?
Right? Fuck, dude. I'll just lay somewhere. Just let me lay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad, man. Like, I don't know. And you know the worst part? When we were coming back, what happened, Heidi, to our car?
Oh my gosh, you guys. It was like the odds against us. Seriously. And I was like, heck no, not today. Not today. So we get to the parking lot to get our rental.
Yeah.
Jump in there and drive to the airport. Turn in the rental and check in for our flight, right? To come back home.
Luckily, we left early.
Yeah. Stupid car. Didn't turn on.
Don't buy a Ford. Fucking Ford sucks. I'm sorry.
Don't buy a Ford or rent a Ford.
Yeah.
So
maybe a truck only, but
I was clicking with the keychain. I was with the key.
Yeah,
I was like trying to turn on the car because it's an electric car.
It's a hybrid. It's
hybrid?
a Ford Fusion hybrid.
Oh my god! I was like, Gus, this shit's not working here. And Gus was like trying to open it, and then I saw him popping up the key out. I was like, oh, I didn't know it had a key. But then there's nowhere to stick that key in.
No, it did. I tried it and it wouldn't go in.
Oh, it wouldn't go in? Oh. Anyways, so here I am. I'm like trying to get on the phone with like the roadside assistance that the budget, because we got it from budget rentals.
Yeah.
So if you come
they
across.
They wouldn't answer the fucking phone.
They wouldn't answer. And then on your phone, I told you to call Charlie's Taxi because in Hawaii, Charlie's Taxi gives you a flat rate fee.
Yeah.
Versus Uber and Lyft.
Yeah, they're expensive, like $50 just get to
Yeah, and Charlie's Taxi, it's flat, $29.
And they give you a van.
$99 or whatever. It's a flat rate. So, and then on my son's phone, I was calling the budget location from the airport. Yeah. Finally, that one answers, and I was trying to explain to them what's going on. So they tell me just get to the airport however you can, and we'll handle the rest. We'll go get our car later on with a tow truck and everything, and we will close out the tab or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so then finally Charlie's Taxi answered too, right? On your phone.
Yeah, they finally answered. It took a while though. It took like half an hour.
Yeah, and then we were able to meet up at the hotel lobby. We got in there, and then we get to the airport.
And the guy goes,
I swear the devil was like, you ain't leaving this island. Because it was one thing after another. So Gus and the boys end up like
we start walking
getting off. The reason why is because my driver from Charlie's Taxi needed to turn on the computer system for me to pay with my credit card, right?
He didn't know how to do it.
And he didn't know how to. I was like, fuck and shit. He goes, you don't have cash? I was like, no, I don't carry cash. That's just a rule in general because I'm a spender. So if I carry cash, I spend a lot.
Yeah.
So a lot more than usual.
I was surprised because everywhere there they want you to pay
credit.
Yeah, because they don't want to touch
card.
Yeah, they don't want you.
They don't want to touch money.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I don't have cash. And then I was like waiting in there like a good 15, 20 minutes. Sir, I was like, I really have to turn in the keys to the rental and I have to go check in with my family because we have to board the airplane soon. And
these guys fucking, I didn't know because I saw you running back. So I was like, hey, we're over here.
I was like, I got mad. I told him, I got to go. And then he looked at me, but come back, please. You need to pay me. I'm all like, yes, I'll pay you. And then I went to budget. Turn in the keys, the hotel key, because to get into the hotel parking lot, you need that key. So the company needed that key to enter with tow truck and get the car anyways. And then I run back. Oh, and I asked the lady at the budget place, I was like, do you guys have an ATM somewhere? She goes, no, we don't. Only inside the airports. I was like, fucking shit.
You ran to the airport?
No. So I was like, that's when I saw you sitting outside with the boys.
Yeah, they're eating their banana. Thank God they ate.
And then I told you, I gotta go see if I could pay this guy because he doesn't know how to use the stupid machine. And then I get there and then he goes, okay, I figure it out. So he does the transaction. And then in the receipt, it said $25. I was like, sir, you're only charging me $25. He goes, oh, let me cancel it. So it took him forever to cancel it. And he had to redo the whole thing again. And again, he charged me $25. So I was like, you know what? I really have to go. I don't care. You're supposed to charge me a flat rate of $29.99. Keep the damn $50. And I put in $20 tip.
Yeah.
I was like, here, keep the $20. And I was like, I don't care. He goes, no, let me cancel, do everything again. I'm like, no, keep it. May God bless you. I got to go.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care anymore at this point how much you're charging me. I have to go. I'm not going to lose my flight because
you don't know
how to work your machine.
Yeah.
And that was that.
So this Hawaii trying to keep us there. Oh, fuck, man. What a trip, man. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of fucking stories out there about shit going down like this. But it's never just get up, get out, get in, we're here, let's have fun. Never. All the movies, all the vacation movies, it's always like a family, crazy ass family going crazy and this and that. I don't know. Well, that's our Hawaii story.
Yeah.
That's
it's a beautiful place, beautiful island. The people are beautiful. The culture is
beautiful.
We'll
be back.
We will be back. Yeah. But this time we're gonna go to the high end place.
Yes.
My cousin who lives out there.
The North Shore.
She gave us a little tour. Yeah. Of the other end of the island, and it's more high end. It's more. I want to say. Besides the high end, it's not that we are like a bougie or anything.
But it's slower paced though.
It's more calmer. It's very secluded. Less noise. It's perfect.
Yeah. Where we stayed, it was like the Vegas of Hawaii.
It's like the strip of Hawaii.
Yeah, exactly. But it's okay. I mean, everything for everybody.
Yeah.
And that's our family vacation, guys. That's how we travel. And I hope whenever you guys do travel with kids, I hope you guys don't, I don't know.
Are prepared.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like useless to say that because
every family is different.
There's so many like books out there for scenarios. Parenting and everything, and it's like it's cool and all, but they don't work because every experience is different.
So once again, I'm gonna tell you guys this: if you're a brand new family that are willing to travel with their youngsters and anybody
below 10, embrace yourself.
No, I think 10 and above they're good.
Yes.
But if you have a toddler, you have a baby, good luck. Because like it's going to happen in the car when you're traveling. It's fucked up. But imagine in a plane.
You know, the actor Luke Perry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a crush on him on 90210. Anyways, the reference I want to make is that when he passed away, a lot of, people will come out and say like a story that they had with him.
Yeah.
So somebody stated that one thing that he would always carry when he would travel would be red balloons. The reason why he would carry balloons, I don't know particularly why red, but the reason why he would carry balloons in general, no, not because of it, guys, is because there's always a child on board that's crying.
Yeah.
So he would blow up the balloon and give it to the parents and distract the baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so it was just quieter for everybody around in the airplane, and it was just better. So I thought that was very nice of him. The whole time that baby was crying on our way to Hawaii, I was thinking about Luke Perry. I was like, gosh darn it, I should have brought in a balloon.
You know what? I was going to tell you this. Lucky for me, I'm going deaf on one ear, so I couldn't hear on the left side. So if you guys want to avoid, bring your headphones, the big ass headphones, and I'm glad you
bring your headphones that cancel out noise.
I'm gonna tell you this, for those smokers that smoke before you get on the plane and sleep through it, guys. That's it.
That's it. And this concludes our podcast for today, our episode.
All right, guys. Well, thank you, Heidi. Thank you, everybody, for listening to the Everything Goes podcast. My name is Gus. And remember, guys, like, share, subscribe. Make sure to share because the show grows. It grows. Lately, I've been getting messages of they like the content. And I was like, damn, I'm glad somebody be listening. And I know people listen, but, when I get messages like that, I guess, okay, let's keep on going. And, that's it. So, remember, guys, catch us on the Everything Goes podcast on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and all the other ones. And remember, we have a YouTube channel. We also are on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, and all the other places you guys listen to your podcast. Remember, once again, share, leave a comment. And that's it, guys. And we'll catch you guys next time. And we out.